welcome back. The Lovely Aries Crafts here, and we are doing a short whip and chat today. If you guys don't know what a whip and chat is where you get your work in progress, whatever that could be, and you just sit with me and you chat with me while we try to finish this section that's been going on almost 4 days. With me, I have a lot to talk about, so I figured we will do this as quickly as possible to kind of get you guys caught up. I almost did not do this whip and chat today, but I wanted to get something out, especially since I'm on like this kick. I'm on a kick for everything at this point. I have been hardcore job searching. I'm really wanting to go back home to the work from home environment. More because I am now, I believe, almost 4 weeks post-op from my laparoscopic surgery. They did find endometriosis. I'm not sure if I said that in my last whip and chat. I'm pretty sure I did. But we did go for my post-op. We were told to start IUI since we've been doing this for quite some time, my husband and I. So that's kind of exciting, but it has prompted me to now feel like, you know, why, like if that's, you know, this is the goal and should I do, like, you know, should I become pregnant? I really want to be home and I would prefer to be home. So that's a hardcore search. I am looking for something that's actually going to be more up my alley, which I was saying things like this with my YouTube channel and TikTok and Instagram. I'm so good with like editing, and like I do it for my husband's football team. Like I edit all of their games, and I just am like, you know, I feel like I have so many different talents that can probably be well off in a totally different sector than what I'm doing now, which technically is it's collections, but it's not like horrible. However, I am gonna end up being like the only person in my department come the end of the month, and to be honest with you, I'm ready to check out. For what I get paid, I do not believe that A, it's even sustainable, and B, I'm the only one with a degree, which it shouldn't matter, but I feel like if I took a $3 pay cut to work at this job for a peace of mind and you know, like sanity, I should be compensated for any extra work that they think that they're going to make me do, because I promise you I won't. I will walk out before they think they're going to make me do anything more than what I'm supposed to be doing. So there's that. But I'm really working on that. I think I'm going to start really hardcore kicking off with my TikToks again, and with my Instagram posts. I'm not completely ready to go back to like doing tarot posts for whatever godforsaken reason. I'm not really sure why. But I am trying to do more, like, even if it's just me in the photos, do more, you know, personal posts, things like that, just to kind of optimize. But I do believe that I might be posting more reels versus like tarot readings and things like that on my Instagram, only because those are easier to do if I'm already putting it on one platform. Why not spread the love to a different platform? But yeah, I've been looking on like these awesome like job boards. I like revamped my LinkedIn, revamped my resume, which is kind of the hardest part about all this, is revamping, you know, what's relevant. Ooh, what's relevant versus what's not. But those are the little updates life-wise that are kind of happening. So I'm hoping, you know, something comes, you know, comes to a head, because I would like to now be home in my own home. Again, I think I got enough socialization. You know, like I said, what I do, it's not hard, but what I get compensated for it, I don't believe that it's truthfully enough. And I should be putting my skills, which I do have, elsewhere. I've been looking into like some content creator positions, data analysis positions. I'm kind of looking for a specific pay range that would compensate for that. That's not contract work. I'm not into being a 1099 because then you have to like really put aside for like taxes, which I'm horrible with because I need money now. But I am looking for a full-time position. So that's first on the list. Second on the list. So you guys know how I have these game emulators. First of all, I took my husband's and he's not getting it back. Second of all, I was actually able to update this one. New firmware. I was able to put a second SD card into the system. So now it's running on Garlic, which is really nice. I was able to customize it with some custom templates and things like that, which made my night. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it, but then again, it goes back to being like the tech savvy, you know, knowing what I'm doing. And like right now, what I'm doing is accounts payable, which, you know, I've been doing for a while. I have a nice background with, but I'm pretty sure I can be making so much more doing even that, working from home, you know, being an administrative assistant like I've always been. You know, there's just so many opportunities that I think that we're not, as a collective, truly looking for, because we keep saying, oh, we're not qualified, we're not qualified, we're not qualifying. I'm applying for everything, even though I may or may not be qualified at this point. I have, and maybe it's overzealous of me to be doing that, but I feel like if I'm of value to someone by even the smallest bit, it'd be nice. But I am trying to keep like the Monday through Friday. I am trying to, you know, I want to be here more for my family, for my husband, for myself. You know, I have 2 dogs. You know, we want to have a baby. I want to be home. I want to be here. But I also want to contribute to my household, which I know I probably can't get the best of the both worlds, but I'm going to try my hardest because that's what's important to me. And I feel like I shouldn't, you know, push that aside because, oh, there's actually a lot of them. Okay, there's here. I shouldn't push that aside just because, you know, the economy the way it is, or the you know, I feel like if our grandparents could survive some of the atrocities that have happened, I feel like I'm here for a reason to survive that as well. I'm not saying that that's always a good thing, because I want to live too. I want to live, I want to enjoy, but I feel like there's things where it's like, okay, this is just a bump in the road. Where can I maneuver myself? And again, this might also be because the new moon in Virgo is tomorrow night. Interesting for a Friday. But I do, you know, I'm ready for something new. I think a lot of us are just ready for something new. Ooh, I really messed all of that up, and you guys caught that. Like, I literally caught that on camera. Okay, there we go. But in other news, this diamond painting will not be done before the end of Virgo season. I'm literally finding myself having burnout because this canvas is acting like a Virgo. You guys know, it's not that I hate Virgos. I love Virgos, actually. A lot of, you know, people in my life are Virgos. However, this is probably one of those things where I'm over it. I literally skipped 2. Is that in that one? It is in that one. And then this is what happens. This is why I'm like, it's too confetti heavy. Like compared to the Aries one, this is so confetti heavy, and I'm just trying to find a way to do this without feeling so burnt out. Here we go. Like, I feel so incredibly burnt out. This section has been going on day 4. I cannot find a legitimate reason to move any more forward with this. I kind of knew it was a bad idea to start this one so late in Virgo season. I could have waited until next year to do this one. But you know, I am enjoying the way it's looking once, you know, the section is done. but the burnout is so real with this kit. Like I'm just astonished with how much it's so like, it's insane, honestly. But I wanted to get, you know, something for you guys out. It's been a week, what, since my last video? And I'm trying to at least get back on the idea of, okay, even if I do a whip and chat once a week, you guys get something, you know, I can chill out with you guys while you're working on your projects. You guys won't feel alone. I am trying to, you know, like I said, this is also for me. This gives me the incentive to push myself to want to do more on this section. Like I just did it again. There's that color. I see the colors dwindling quickly too. Like I'm already, like I started with a couple of colors that like had like 3 or 4 containers of this, and now I'm like down to 2. And it's like, again, I'm only on the second row. I have a whole 3 sections on row 2, and I still have 3 more rows to go. So I really don't know how this is going to continue in the way that I have it going, per se. But I am trying to enjoy my time doing this. I hate that this has taken me 4 days, but again, the burnout has just been ridiculous. Ridiculous. My other issue with this is that, like, this little drill that can go in the trash drill thing over here, it's like, this is the kit that I don't understand what maybe happened in production for this one. But there's so many weird things about this kit. There is just no, like I said, it's acting like a Virgo, but it's also concerning because like the drills have holes in them. And mind you, they're squares. Obviously this was before Diamond Art Club started producing their own squares. This is even before they did the I believe the 9 facet to 13 facet transition. You know, this is one of those things where these are the original squares, which aren't bad. They're not bad. I believe that these are the original squares. They're not bad. But the way that, like, some of these squares are produced, some of them have tabs on them, some of them have, you know, like I said, there are holes in them. It's just very, like, why are we having these types of issues? I really feel like, again, I have my suspicions that this isn't even truly authentic. Some of the glue in some of the areas is like really slippery. In other places, it's really, really bad sticky where like the actual film is sticking to the canvas itself. And again, that might just be because it's an older canvas. You know, sometimes that happens, but it's raised a couple of eyebrows. Like it's even, you know, my husband laughs at me because I sit here while he plays a video game and he hears me yelling at the kit and he's like, what is wrong? And it's like, this kit is not working. It's just not working for me. It's not doing what I need it to do. Let me get a longer one for that. My dogs are obviously very calm now. It is almost bedtime. Like I said, I'm very surprised that I'm even up doing this whip and chat, only because I had all intentions of possibly getting to bed early. My husband and I are going to do some camping out in the Poconos with my dad and my sister who got her new little puppy. and we're just going to enjoy some family time. It's very well needed. Like, I feel like especially my middle sister. I'm the eldest of 3 girls. I don't get to see my middle sister often. So I am extremely excited to spend some quality time with my sister. Like, I love seeing my sisters. Every time I see my sisters, especially as an adult, like I don't know where I would be without them. Like, I feel like a lot was stolen in our childhood from each other, not because of like my sisters and I have always been very close. We never really fought. Unfortunately, we do feel like we have been, we were raised in situations that made us more protective versus like some siblings, they fight. Like, I feel like everybody else in my life, like, they have really crazy relationships with their siblings. Me and my siblings, like, I literally sit there sometimes listening to other people talk about their siblings or get into fight with their siblings, and I'm like, I cannot relate to this behavior because my sisters and I just don't do that. We don't fight. We've had heated discussions, but I literally can say that I don't fight with my sisters. I never have, and I don't believe I ever will. Like, we have a very fluid way of communicating, especially when we're in front of each other, because that's the only way that we ever really trust communication. It's not that we don't mind being on the phone, but we have always had this weird relationship where, we don't trust what's being oh, never mind. I literally thought that I had this whole color and I missed a section. That's actually a totally different color. Yeah, anywho, like I was saying, I feel like, what was I saying? That's interesting. That's an interesting segue as to, I don't remember what I was saying. Yeah, I don't. Either which way, I'm just so happy to see my sister. My dad's gonna be there too, which is nice. I mean, my dad doesn't usually get his kids around all the time in the same place, but we are ending up missing our younger sister, who, I was hoping she could try to make it. But it's just gonna be nice, even though it's for one night. It's an overnight thing. I'm ready for it. I'm going to enjoy it. We got some cornhole going on. My husband and I are really, I've always been a big card gamer. I'm really good with a deck of cards. There's nothing I can't play or learn to play where I won't end up essentially making other people mad. I won like $400 on a blackjack table. LOL. So it's just, it's my thing. It's my thing. So we're going to do a lot of that. My dad wants to teach us how to play backgammon. I'm not really sure what the game even entails, but I was watching My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2, and the 2 little boys that I guess they are the cousins or like they're Tula's nephews or something. And they're talking about, like the Greek words and how the Greek words came, and they're playing backgammon. And I just thought it was so funny because I really don't understand. Like, it just looks like, okay, you're rolling dice and then you're moving, like, I don't know. I guess it kind of looks like Othello to me. But then I realized a lot of people don't even know what Othello is. So I find that kind of funny too, now that I'm thinking about it. I was like, do people know the game Othello? Do you guys know how to play Othello? That's actually the question of the video. Do you guys know how to play Othello? Or what is your favorite card game? I always like to know about that. Honestly, my favorite card game is actually Gin Rummy. When I was a kid, though, there was a game called BS. It was literally called BS. That was probably my favorite game because you couldn't beat me. You just could not do it. It was unhinged of me. I'm putting a pink one. I thought I grasped a pink one. There's, okay, we'll just take a yellow because that's actually what's supposed to be there. There you go. I know I don't have too much left, but it's like, again, it's probably, I'm probably not going to finish this by the end of the night like I wanted to. But the doggies have to go to bed. I have to go to bed soon. I still have to wake up. Tomorrow's Friday. Guys, I'm so hoping and praying and just actively looking for something new. I really hope that I can find something that makes me happy and will keep me happy. I feel so crazy too because I feel like I've been hopping ever since I moved out here, and COVID didn't really help. I was not unfortunate during COVID, but I feel like when it came to, really finding employment, especially moving from New Jersey, where you can almost find a job anywhere for anything and usually for good money, to like somewhere where I live now, where it's very rural, it's, almost kind of countryside, and you kind of, the price of living isn't too much here, but they're still not paying, what you would think they would for those who live out here. And then they expect you to do, more than what your job actually entails. Like, I shouldn't be doing more than what I am doing. And I know that because, 2 girls have put in their 2 weeks notice, and it's just really aggravating to feel like, damn, like you could finally get a flow around and then things go to shit due to, whatever reason, like, good for them. I'm glad that they're moving on, and, they have a way to move on. It's this. Some of these squares don't have good facets. That was one with a horrible facet. I'm glad these girls are moving on, but it is really going to be a struggle. Like, people have said, oh, well, you can, before, credit cards and before anything, it was usually just one person doing this. And it's like, okay, well, I'm one person who's not willing to do all of this because my mental state does not call for me to be more stressed out than I need to be for any reason. Like, that was the reason why I left my last job. My last job was so mentally taxing that I couldn't even focus on myself. I could not focus. Like, my last job made me feel like, although money is essential and money was good, I still felt like I was at the brink of almost suicide with the way that job had me. I missed. There. It was really that bad. It was really, truly that bad. Oh, here we go. I'm missing more. I just poured out that color, but I feel like I'm about to just... I don't know if you guys do this, where it's like you guys don't need too many colors or too many of the same colors, and it's like, oh, let me just stick my pen in here and get that situated. I feel like I should wait for this color though. Like, I shouldn't do the X for like, well, I feel like the purples, I can't do all the purples at once. Like, I can't. I don't think I really needed to put that in there, but let me do some of the smaller ones before I start doing the X's. I don't even know what time's looking like on this. I think I'll just do one more color before I get off. We'll do this yellow one, since actually that's the one I see. I'm gonna wait for the X's and for the the AB drills. The AB drills in this kit, I'm not really sure if they thought them all through. Not saying that they're bad. I think that they're, you know, very simple colors, which again kind of follows through with the idea of what Virgo can be, which is more the simplicity or trying to, you know, perfect so things can be simple, which usually never works. I'm an Aries, I'm chaotic. However, I feel like, I don't know, they could have done, I feel like they should have done a pink for a AB in this kit. I thought that would have been such a nice touch. Or maybe, I would actually say a green in this one would have been very nice. Only because, again, there's so much purple. Or even, like, I mean, they did give us a yellow AB, but it's not like a dark yellow. It's not like this canary yellow that I'm working on. It's very much just like a light yellow that's almost on the brink of, you know, the 141. Actually, what number is that? So they gave us 129, 135, and then 141. I feel like they're all pretty close. They gave us a light green. So 135 is a light green. They could have given us a dark green. I feel like would have been nicer for the bottom of the kit. But, you know, I probably have some of those drills packed away. I might dig them out to add and enhance them. I'm very much convinced that after I'm done with this, I probably will be still gifting this to a Virgo for being a pain in my neck. Let me get a 4 because that's it. Yeah, I think I'm going to put the rest away for tomorrow and then finally say that I can finish this section. I want to, and it's like, I know it's late, so I really probably shouldn't. There is always tomorrow. There is no rush. I have to remind myself there is no rush to finish a kit. I try to put these deadlines on myself because for me, I want to get things done by the end of the year, but I do believe that after I work on this one, I do believe I will be doing the Christmas one next, just to get that out of the way for Christmas. And then after that, we will situate whatever is left for the year. But thank you guys for sticking with me for this whip and chat. I do appreciate you. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye, guys.